Level 1, negative balance. The number on your screen has a minus sign in front of it. You are 42 years old, and you are staring at a negative balance. You thought you left the screen behind in your 20s. You didn't. You overdraft by $12. A utility bill that hit 2 days before your paycheck. The bank does not care that you have been a customer for 15 years. The bank cares about the code, and the code says you went under. $35. That is the fee. The penalty for not having enough money is that they take the money you don't have. You stare at it. You don't feel angry. You just feel a heavy, bone-deep exhaustion. Then your phone bill processes. The system sees you are already negative and hits you with another $35. Now you owe $71 to a multi-billion-dollar institution because of a $12 mistake. You go to work the next morning. Your co-worker asks if you want to chip in $10 for a birthday cake for the manager. You say you forgot your wallet in the car. You didn't. Hunger at 20 is an adventure. Hunger at 42 is a shameful secret. You walk past a vending machine and keep walking. You have learned how to perform full while your stomach is completely empty. You are not a customer at this level. You are a risk score with gray hair. Level 2, $500. You pull the account back. You work 12 hours of overtime on Saturday to make the screen go green again. You have $500 sitting in checking. You feel a tiny breath of relief. It is a mirage. You stand in the grocery line on a Tuesday. Your kids need milk, cereal, bread, school supplies. The cashier totals it up. $180. You swipe the card. Declined. Your heart stops. Your skin goes hot. You check the app on your phone under the counter so nobody sees. A subscription you forgot about processed an hour ago. You have $174 left. You are $6 short. You look at the line behind you. People are checking their watches. A young guy in his 20s looks annoyed. You have to tell the cashier to take back the fruit and the school notebooks. You do it quietly. You look at the floor. You walk out to your car holding half-empty bags. The regret here is the realization of how fragile your life is. You are one flat tire, one broken tooth, one minor cough away from complete ruin. You have spent 20 years working, but you are still living on a tightrope, and the ground below looks very far away. Level 3, $5,000. You don't look broke anymore. You have a steady job. Your direct deposit hits every 2 weeks like clockwork. The bank sees the pattern and stops charging you maintenance fees. They don't see you as a problem anymore. They see you as a target. The credit card offers start arriving. Real ones. Gold and platinum paper with your name printed in elegant font. Pre-approved. You take one. Then another. You use them for things you need. A refrigerator repair. New tires for the car. Your daughter's braces. Suddenly, you owe $5,000 across 3 cards. Every month, you pay the minimums. $300 total. You think you are making progress. You open the statement on Sunday morning. You paid $300, but the balance only went down by $40. The rest was swallowed by 24% interest. You are running on a financial treadmill. You are sweating. Your heart is pounding. You are working 45 hours a week, but you are staying in the exact same place. You realize the system's favorite customer is not the rich man. It is the middle-aged man who is stressed enough to carry a balance forever. You are not invisible anymore. You are highly profitable. Level 4, $80,000. This is the level where everyone thinks you are winning. You make 6 figures. You live in a neighborhood with manicured lawns and double-car garages. You drive a European SUV that smells like expensive leather. Your life looks like a luxury commercial, but the commercial is a trap. Every single month, a giant machine turns on and drains your veins. The mortgage is $3,000. The car payment is $800. The private school tuition, the country club fees, the family health insurance, the high-end grocery bills. By the 4th of the month, 90% of your high salary is gone. It was spent before you even sat down at your desk. You have $80,000 in a retirement account, but you cannot touch it without a penalty. Your liquid savings is almost nothing. Your friend calls you on a Thursday night. He found a piece of real estate, a guaranteed flip. He needs $20,000 to close the deal. You tell him you are too busy with work to look into it. You lie. The truth is you don't have $20,000. You are a massive income, but you own nothing. Your things own you. You bought a golden cage, and you have to keep working a job you hate just to pay for the bars. Level 5, $150,000. Your oldest child walks into the living room holding a thick white envelope. They did it. They got into their dream university. They are looking at you with bright eyes, waiting for you to celebrate. Then you look at the financial breakdown page. $45,000 a year. You walk to your home office and open your computer. You look at your savings tier. $150,000. You built this over 15 years of ordinary, quiet discipline. You sit there in the afternoon sun, looking at two different futures. If you pay for the college, your savings disappear. Your retirement runway goes back to zero. You will be working until your joints ache and your eyes fail. If you tell them no, you have to watch the light go out in your child's face. You have to admit that your past financial decisions are the reason their future is being put on hold. None of those luxury vacations or premium tech upgrades you bought in your 30s exist anymore. They are all gone, but their true cost is sitting at your table right now, wearing a college hoodie. The regret at this level turns into deep guilt. You realize that wealth was never about buying things. Wealth was about having the power to say yes to the people you love when it mattered most. Level 6, $300,000. You have a real portfolio now. You have investments. But the timeline is compressing. You are 47 years old. Your new regional manager is 28. He wears trendy clothes, speaks in corporate buzzwords, and has never actually managed a crisis. He stands over your desk on a Thursday morning, criticizing your performance in front of people who used to report to you. He is loud. He is wrong. 10 years ago, you would have spoken up. You would have told him the truth, walked out, and found a better company by next month. Today, you say nothing. You nod. You apologize for a mistake you didn't make. Why? Because you look at the fixed costs of your life, the mortgage, the health insurance for your family, the aging parents who might need a care facility next year. You cannot afford a 3-month gap in income. Your lack of a massive financial cushion has made you a hostage. You trade your dignity for stability every single day because you didn't build a financial wall high enough to protect your voice. Your 20-year-old self thought freedom meant traveling the world. Your 47-year-old self knows that real freedom is much simpler. It is the ability to look a toxic person in the eye and say, no. Level 7, $500,000. The number sounds big. It is the number financial planners told you to aim for. It pays you a small stream of passive income, but it is not enough to live on. Not yet. You sit in a corporate meeting room on a Friday afternoon. The director announces a new automated system. It does 80% of what your department used to do. The younger hires grasp it in 20 minutes. They move faster. They work cheaper. They don't have families to get home to, so they stay until 9 p.m. without asking for overtime. You feel yourself becoming obsolete. You want to make a career pivot. You want to start that small online business you've been drafting in your notebook for 5 years. You want to take a lower-paying job in a field you actually care about, but you can't. At 25, a career pivot means moving into a smaller room and eating noodles for 6 months. At 49, a career pivot is a luxury your lifestyle overhead will not allow. The runway is too short now. You don't have 10 years to rebuild a business from scratch while supporting a household. You're locked into a track you no longer love. Climbing a ladder that you realize too late is leaning against the wrong wall. Level 8, $1 million. You hit the milestone. You don't feel rich. Your car is an ordinary sedan. Your face in the mirror shows lines around the eyes that weren't there 5 years ago. You sit at your kitchen table on a quiet Sunday night and open a retirement calculator. You type in the $1 million. You type in your age. 49. You hit enter. The screen shows at a safe 4% withdrawal rate. Your $1 million will pay you $40,000 a year. That is a basic, quiet life. No luxury. No grand travel. Just groceries, utilities, insurance, and peace. You look out the window at the dark street. You think about the 25 years you spent chasing status. The expensive clothes you bought to impress people you don't even like anymore. The upgraded cars. The electronics. If you had invested that wasted money, that $1 million would be $3 million. You would be done. You would own your mornings forever. Instead, you still have to go to work on Monday. $1 million does not buy a yacht. $1 million buys silence. The kind of silence where you realize that your entire life was a trade of time for things that depreciated to zero. Somewhere right now, a 40-year-old man is staring at a negative balance. He overdrafted by $12. A utility bill he forgot was scheduled to charge. The fee hits within the hour. $35. He stares at the screen. He feels that heavy, silent exhaustion. He thinks he just needs to survive until next week. He doesn't know yet that the system isn't broken. The system is working exactly the way it was built to. The same system that will let him accumulate $1 million later in life is currently charging him for not having enough right now. You are the same person at every balance. The system just decides how to treat you based on the number next to your name. The bank doesn't change at every level of wealth. It just reveals what it always was. And time doesn't wait for you to figure out the rules.